Hello, guys. Welcome to Walsh Happening. And I'm going to tell you Walsh Happening now. This is my tattoo studio. Now, I built this tattoo studio up from scratch. I built the business up from scratch. I thought it'd be good to come on, and I can't preach enough to people that if they're in a job that they're not enjoying, by picking something that you're passionate about and pursuing it and putting in the hard work and the groundwork and basically doing as much research as you can, learning how the sort of system works. You know, obviously with tattooing, you need to put the groundwork in and know how you've got to do the tattoo safely for a start. So the health and safety aspects, the cleaning, sterilization. I'm not going to go into all of that now. I'm just going to stick to the business side of things. Now, I had a dream of doing tattoos even from when I was a kid. Now, those options weren't available when you were younger. And to be honest with you, my parents were so set against tattoos. I was asking my parents for tattoos when I was like 14, 15. I had my first tattoo when I was 16, came home and showed my mother. My father was down the pub. She went berserk, rang my father. It's the quickest my father's ever got home from the pub. He was home in about 5 minutes, and it's about 20-minute walk, so he must have sprinted all the way home. And yeah, I had a right ball again over it. But kept having tattoos anyway, regardless of the rows. And anyway, got to the stage where I was a carpenter basically when I left school. The reason I went into carpentry was because I went with my uncle for work experience. Now, I went with my uncle for work experience because I left it too late and I just couldn't find anywhere that would have me basically. So I ended up going with my uncle. Then when you get to the final year of school, they sort of ask you, right, what jobs do you think you want to do? Now, I was just really stumped. I was just like, I don't know. I don't know. So they said, what did you do for work experience? Well, I went with my uncle on the building site. Oh, so do you want to be a carpenter? So I was like, oh, well, I could do. I wasn't passionate about it. I wasn't, and it was a big mistake. It was a big mistake. I was sort of stuck in that for, must have been about 7 years. So I was doing a job. I just wasn't into it, and that's when you go into work and you're just thinking, I don't want to go to work. Then I got a job in Ford's when I was about 23. Now, Ford Bridgend engine plant's been open donkey's years. 2020 hits, and this plant that's been open forever decides to shut. So the Ford Bridgend engine plant, I'd sort of seen, I had been there for 12, 13 years. We'd all seen it come in, but people didn't want to believe it. Now, I saw this as an opportunity where for about 6 years, things looked bleak there. And I thought, right, this is an opportunity for me to start learning what I want to do and start putting in the groundwork. And it worked out perfect. I basically done all my research, building up my social media accounts, so Instagram, Facebook, just basically plug in all the work I put into it onto that. Now, you're not going to notice it building up for a while. It's going to be quite slow. It's going to seem like, I'm not getting many people liking my stuff, but keep putting it on there. Share it. Share your business pages on your pages. Your friends, ask them to share it. Right? Eventually, you'll start to build up momentum. It will build up. It will pick up momentum, and you'll start seeing, you're getting more and more likes, more followers, Now, when you've got customers coming in, you'll ask the customers, you know, do me a favor, leave a review, or can you share the picture of the tattoo I've just done on your page? It spreads out like a web. You're getting more reach. So all their friends that aren't on your list are seeing this tattoo pop up. People are asking them who did that tattoo. They'll contact you. You ask them. They share that. It spreads off like another web. So this is how, if you're, you know, trying to build a business up, you promote, you know, whether it be cakes, like my girlfriend makes cracking cakes, by the way, whether it be cakes, you know, it's no good just taking a picture of just a cake just plonked on the table, right? It's not going to advertise it well. You need to take a good shot of that picture, a good shot of that item, that cake, that tattoo. You need to make sure you write something quirky with it. You know, don't just put the picture, no sort of description. You need to sort of put some description in there, talk about what you know, is different about this product, this item, this tattoo, this cake. So you need to promote yourself. So the reflection of what you were putting into it is what people are seeing coming out the other end. So you need to make it as interesting as possible. Now, the work I put into this tattoo studio, everything about it is just cool. I spend most of my time here, to be honest. I do my game in there. We stream a bit of Warzone as well, if you want to pop over and check them out. Getting through the boredom with the boys, hitting out lockdown really, because at the minute I'm on stop. Everything's on stop. But instead of me just sitting down and just dwelling on it, it's given me the opportunity to start something I wanted to do for a while. Now, I'm big into my TV. I watch a lot of movies, a lot of TV shows. I've seen, I wouldn't like to think how many movies I've seen, and I've seen a lot of them more than once. But as you can see, hoverboard in the back, Back to the Future, it's number one. You gotta love Back to the Future. Even though a lot of my clients, the younger ones, I'll ask them and they're like, no, I've never seen it. I'm like, oh, mate, we're putting it on. So, yeah, there's a lot of, it's taken, I've noticed a big transition between a lot of the stuff I used to watch and then podcasts. I tend to have switched over to just putting podcasts on. Now, I know a lot of people plug about shorter clips, get the attention of the people. But a lot of the podcasts I watch, like Joe Rogan, you know, they're like 3.5 hours long. They're the ones I sort of enjoy the most because they flow in the most. You've got it on in the background. You're listening to it. You can watch it if you want to. I know he's moved over now to Spotify and there's a lot of problems there. You can't watch it on the TV. I don't know what the issue is with that. You can watch it on your phone, but there's no option to watch the actual video. Anyway, that's a different thing. I think it's a bad move, what's happened there. Obviously good for Rogan because the money's made. But this is just a bit of fun for me. It's not about the money. I'm doing a job I love. So this is just taking on a project, trying to talk about interesting subject, get some of the interesting people on, some of the interesting people on who I know. You know, I've got a lot of friends who've started businesses in this troubled time of COVID with the lockdowns. I mean, a lot of people can't work. I can't work myself. But a lot of people are trying to find ways to make money in the middle of this. Now, my mate, he bought a tipper and he set up a rubbish removal business. Now, he's basically, because people can't go to the tips and things like that, you know, he's doing well out of this business, and he's created a business that can work in the middle of all of these conditions with the pandemic. So I'll get him on. We'll have a chat with him. Now, there's all different ways. You know, this doesn't just reach out to people who want to start a business, a tattoo business or a rubbish business, if your passion is, oh, I love going to the gym, why not be a personal trainer? There's money to be made in it. You know, you're doing something you enjoy, you're passionate about, follow your dreams. There's no reason why you can't do something. I'm creating artwork, I'm designing tattoos, creating art, I'm putting it on people's skin. They can wear that for the rest of their life, and I love it. So why can't, you know, you don't want to be stuck in a job where you're just like dreading gonna work, the weekend's coming to an end, oh no, I gotta go back to work. Like, if you're doing a job you love and enjoy, it'll feel like you never have to work another day in your life. So, you know, I think more people should be doing it. You know, it seems like before I actually started this venture, every day was just blending into one. I was just like, this is just Groundhog Day. Where this isn't life. This isn't enjoyment. You've got to chase your dreams, do what you're passionate about, because it doesn't matter how, you know, how weird the sort of idea is. There's ways of making money in anything. There's ways of making money in anything. And, you know, you've got to just think about the specific passion you've got. Like, some people are into painting, and you can make money from painting. You know, it doesn't have to just be a hobby. Obviously, you need to be good at your hobby to follow the dream. And if you're not good at it, you need to get better at it to then pursue making a business out of it. But it's all, a lot of it is down to your social media presence. You know, you can do it without social media, but why would you not use a tool that's so accessible and so popular with everybody? And it just spreads out like a web. So take these tips from me, follow your dreams, go for your passions, and you can make a living from it. So I'll be back with another video soon, and I'll go into more sort of detail. I'll have some guys on interviewing a few, my Walsh Ink business, that's the logo there, and the Walsh Happening down there, and the logo up there. Basically, my business Walsh Ink is sponsoring the BKB boys, two of the local BKB boys. Now, if you don't know what BKB is, it's the bare knuckle boxing. So yeah, it's a brutal sport, but it is class, and you've got to be tough to do it. And these two local boys are the best. So we got Daniel Lurwell. He is the British champion now. He's got the title, and he's going to be fighting for a world title. So we're going to get Dan on. You want to watch his highlights, type in Dan Lurwell or Daniel Lurwell, BKB, and have a look at some of the knockouts on it. And these guys here are fighting, he's putting them out, and they're big boys. So have a look at him. And then you've got Dan Chapman, my Steg boy. He's got a gym in my Steg. Solid boy. You want to see him, born and bred boxer. He's boxed since he was a kid, and super shape on him. He's banging people out as well. So you want to keep an eye out for him, because he's going to be fighting for a title. And boys, we got no doubt you're going to bring it home. So I'm hoping to maybe get them on before their fight, and get them on after it to talk about the win, really, because I've got every faith in them they're going to do it. So guys, that's it for this one. But on the next one, hopefully we're going to get somebody in and we'll have a chat, right? So what's happening, guys? Take it easy.